I have an issue, and that is, I've come to the realization that I have a, I have a problem, a very, very big problem. It describes who I am. It describes what I am, and it's so hard to live with because you can never predict that you were going to be born this way. It's a tough life to live. It's a it's a tough life for anybody to live. I think it's the most hardest thing that anybody can go through. And yet I have it. And that is perfection. I was born perfect. Let's take it back from the beginning. When I was born, it was the most. People would say it would be the most traumatic experience of anybody's life because of all the. But for me, everything was a blessing. The doctors pulled me out and even fell in love the moment they saw me. My mother had to leave the hospital because I was deemed too perfect. I was so beautiful and so amazing. It was like I was a full blown man by the time I came out. Maybe I was. That's not where it gets bad. The moment they got home, my parents had to figure out as to how perfect and beautiful I was so that they can learn to raise me better. Every time I showed my face anywhere, people would be astounded by me and be dumbfounded by as to how glorious and beautiful I was. It was frightening. People couldn't understand as to how one person can be so beautiful, so perfect. Not a single flaw could have been detected on me, and yet it's scary. So, my parents tried to hide me, but that's not where it got bad. Even at school, I would have to walk around with a paper bag over my face because if someone were to see me, things would never be the same again. Schools, people would try to find me. It's scary to think as to how beautiful one person can be. And I was cursed with it. I mean, to me, I see it more as a curse than a blessing. But it's horrible. Here I am. I mean, here the world is with all of its issues. People are suffering and everything, and there I am with the worst. Being born so beautiful. I can hardly imagine. So, things were kind of calm. Everything was fine until I grew up. I turned 18 and I was so confused as to why I couldn't show my face. But it didn't hit me until I looked at myself for the very first time in the mirror. I shocked myself. I saw my face. Oh, the perfect skin, beautiful eyes, those luscious lips. I was scared by my true beauty. I was handsome. I'm even dumbfounded even thinking about it today. And it only seems like yesterday that I saw myself in the mirror. My friends always told me, well, why don't you just not try to look good? Don't try to comb your hair. Don't try to, you know, do anything that will affect your appearance. Hell, maybe skip showers a couple days. Maybe it'll help you. And I said, no, because I woke up like this. I wanted to cry. I couldn't live a normal life because of how beautiful I was. So, on my 18th birthday, me and my brother celebrated, and I had to wear another mask over my head. I went out to my favorite restaurant, and then while I was eating the pizza, something happened. The grease of the pizza ripped open the paper mask. It was dissolving the paper, and a hint of my lips were shown. The waitress looked at me, and that's where things got serious. Everybody in that restaurant was trying to get my number. People were trying to find out who I was. I was so beautiful. I think the worst story about this was actually not when I was 18, but back when I was a kid, actually. I forgot about this story. And it was when I was 15 years old. I one day accidentally forgot to bring my paper bag over my head to school. This is when I had to change schools, and they saw me. Everybody in the class wanted to take me out to prom. They wanted to. I'm sorry, I needed a moment because it's so scary. Everybody wanted to take me out to prom. They wanted to have my number, even be friends with me. Women wanted to be with me. Men wanted to be me. And I just wanted to be a normal person because I was so beautiful and handsome. Why has God cursed me with such a disgusting thing? Sorry. I always promised myself that I'm never going to cry in these things, but it's the awful truth. So, here's where it was really bad. On my 21st birthday, me and my brothers went out to drink alcohol for the very first time. And as I was drinking, I noticed something wrong. I wasn't getting drunk. Because I'm too perfect. I wanted to have a good time and get drunk and forget my problems, but God has given me an amazing metabolism where even I can't get drunk. I don't have it. It was terrible. I went to the gym for my first time too, during all this mess. And when I tried to lift up my first weights, I picked them up so easily. Everything felt so weak. And so I tried to change the weight. I tried to move to heavier set. Not a single effort was made that day. I was too perfect. I tried to fail my first test in school, and I couldn't. My body won't allow me to fail. Even when I tried to write the wrong answers, I still passed with 100%. Everything I do is perfect. I have no challenges. I have no fears. I look at myself and I fall in love. Sometimes I never leave the bathroom. I spend days and weeks in there. What's worse is that I don't even need to eat. I don't even need to breathe air. The world lives because I live in it. And it's so scary. So, I promise people that I will never show my face again. Because when I look at myself, I just think of pure imperfection. I see a handsome man staring back at me and I don't even recognize who he is anymore. But then again, I've never looked at myself in the mirror. Until that day. The fateful day. I was one day, even when I eat food. So, as you all know, every bathroom has a mirror. You have to have a mirror. So, one day I tried to eat because maybe if I can make myself go to the bathroom, I can prove that there's a flaw, that every human poops, right? But I was wrong. I only proved how much more perfect I am because I never needed to. So I rushed to the bathroom and I said, no, I'm going to poop. But I couldn't. I couldn't. Because all that came out of me was Skittles and rainbows. More and more rainbows just kept appearing. And I was trying to do something. Even fart. I tried to fart. But my head was underwater. When I farted, I just heard whispers of taste the rainbow. And I got so scared. Why has God inflicted such beauty onto me? I can't even go outside. So one day, I prayed to God. And I found out something odd about that. He was praying to me. Even God thinks I'm God. What has he done? Why am I perfect? I just want a normal life. That's all. I wish I was just a tad bit ugly. But I can't. Even when I try to wear wrinkly clothes and pass down items, they unwrinkle themselves, and they even apologize to me. The world itself wishes to have my approval, and all I want is to be flawed, just to have a little. When I ask to have a flaw, it just gets perfected. The world doesn't let me have a challenge. I even tried to race my friend on a race. And it was proven that he would be faster than me. But as I was running, I couldn't even see him. It seemed like I passed him 5 miles ago. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I'm sick. Every time I try to gain a single pound, it ends up turning into either muscle or just collagen from my face. I tried to rub mayonnaise all over my face, and not a single pimple came out. This is not right. I'm not longing for this world. This is horrible. No, it's perfect. It's always perfect. Even my crying face is beautiful. I don't understand where I went right. I want to be wrong for once. Just give me an issue, please, God. Oh wait, that's right, you're praying to me. Okay guys, obviously I'm fucking around, and I can't believe you guys voted for this over the other option. I mean, you guys read it in the title. It had to be a funny video for Monday. So, I love you guys. But I can't do this for a whole 15 minutes of me talking about myself. I was so close too. I was about 2 minutes in. And I just couldn't do it. Alright, guys. I love you so much and stay awesome. And no, I am not fucking perfect. Everything I just said, I made it up. Alright. Love you guys.